What a joy it is to be sitting next to Pamela Baird. Pamela, welcome.
Thank you so much, Scott.
People know Pamela as Mary Ellen Rogers from the Leave It to Beaver show.
That's right.
Well, what's the reaction of people who when they find out that you were Mary Ellen?
Oh, they're surprised, and people that don't know me, they just think, "Oh, well, that's good," But people that know me, they just think, "Oh, yeah, she did all that stuff." For about 12 years, I did it steadily. It was in every TV show practically that was on the air, and a few movies.
You were born in Texas.
Yes.
You graduated high school in California.
Yes.
You went to college in New Jersey.
Yes.
You got around before you were 20.
I know.
You saw most of the country before you were 20, more than people ever see.
Oh my goodness, I know. And I had to travel with a film called World's Fair Encounter. And so that took me almost to all the states. I still haven't seen Maine.
Really?
That Maine, and there's one more, but I can't remember what it is.
Wow.
But yeah.
Well, yep. you still got time. You can get up to Maine. You can swing by there. Now, you did all those TV shows, but in 1964, the year I was born, you stopped acting. Why?
Oh, is that when I stopped? I couldn't have told you that. Because I was offered a scholarship, partial scholarship, back at Princeton, New Jersey, where I did a lot of my schooling at Westminster Choir School. It was a music school only, and then I remember one time Sidney Poitier came on campus, and I knew who he was, and so I thought, oh my goodness. But Einstein used to come over and when he was alive, used to come over and play his violin with our little orchestra.
And
he loved it. I wasn't
around?
There then.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that was just about 5 or 6 years before me. But
wow.
He'd walk down the middle of Nassau Street of Princeton, and people would say, "Don't honk at him," because he'd be so deep in thought.
Don't honk at Einstein.
No, don't. Just let him. He doesn't know he's in the middle of the street, so just let
really?
him go. Yeah.
Wow.
And I got to go to his house and inside, and that was fun. Living there in Princeton. Yeah.
Isn't that something? All right, so I watch Leave It to Beaver 2 or 3 episodes a day.
Oh man, you're faithful.
And so, how often do you watch Leave It to Beaver?
Well, I haven't watched it in a while because I've been a little busy. But it's fun once in a while for me to catch an episode,
They played the one where you were going to the dance with Wally, and he had his friends over, and you came over to show him the dress.
Oh, I remember that.
And you took the coat off, and their eyes bugged out.
I know, lumpy and different ones. That's right.
It's like, and you were gorgeous. You were absolutely gorgeous. You knocked them all out.
That was sweet. I never felt gorgeous, but that's good.
You were in only 6 episodes.
Oh, was it? I thought it was 7, or sometimes they had me playing another one.
I was going to ask you about that. So in the first 2 seasons, you were Mary Ellen Rogers.
Okay.
And then the 3rd season, there's a show, where you're Myra.
I know, and I don't know why they did that. Maybe they couldn't find anybody else. I don't know, but I was busy doing other stuff. A lot of other TV shows and stuff all the time. And so I thought, well, okay, sure. You don't say no to Brian Levant. And so.
And then the very next year, you were back
to Mary Ellen. And then some years later, Brian Levant called me, and my son picked it up. Mama, it's from Universal. It's the man from Leave It to Beaver. I said, what? And I was actually sitting on the floor feeding some of my children. And so I went to the phone, and he said, we want you to come out and do a cameo role.
Now,
Excuse me.
1973, you got married.
Yeah,
Ended up having 5 children.
that's right.
The family traveled the country
Yes,
singing gospel music.
yes.
Did your kids sing?
Oh, yeah, they did too. Oh, yes. Bob and I, he was an actor. He did a lot of stuff like on Gunsmoke, Rawhide, and different things like that. He was very tall. And so my daughter is,
I know, she's tall.
Tall. She's wonderful. Well, anyway, that was fun because we just loved to sing, and we loved to sing the gospel.
In 2005, only about 20 years ago, you earned a degree in music.
Oh, yes, that's right. I've got 3 degrees. Actually, my husband said, you better get another one just to make sure. So I got my master's. Then he gave me a year and a half rest. Then he said, honey, you got to have your doctorate. Well, I didn't quite. He passed just before I finished the last class, and I couldn't do anything.
Wow.
You know, and so, and he's been gone 10 years now. So.
And was he a preacher?
He was, you would say that he taught the Word of God. Yes.
And I heard that you and him, your family, started 8 churches.
Yes, that's right. Boy, how'd you find all
Well,
this out?
I love Mary Ellen Rogers.
Oh, that's sweet.
But I love the gal Pamela who plays her. So you did 8 churches.
Uh-huh.
Wow. And
Yeah.
where were those?
Oh my, they were on most of them. Let's see, we're on the East Coast. We had pretty good following then.
Now, Dale Evans.
Oh, yes.
Introduced you to the man you would marry?
Well, that's the truth, because I worked with Dale on a miniseries at ABC. And so anyway, she said, you're a little young, because I was only about 15. And and so you had to be 18. But she said, I'm the president, so you just go there and I'll see you there, and you just tell them I invited you. So I said, yes, ma'am. You know. And so anyway, Bob was singing, sitting on a stool, singing. And I remember the song he was even singing. And he was 24, so
Well,
he was 9 years older.
9 years older? And,
yes.
And then how long did it take you to get married?
Oh, quite a while, because my dad said, nope. So we didn't get married until I think I was 26.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you did wait a while.
Well, it's because I was traveling around the world with my friend Joy Eilers, and we sang in 30 some odd countries.
Wow.
And behind the Iron Curtain, we went to see the CIA, and they told us, once you're behind that curtain, we cannot help you at all. And so be very careful what you do and say. And we ran into some interesting things. So, but that was just one country, you know. But
speaking of singing,
yes,
tell me about this record,
what is
Pamela Baird, My Second Date, and
Oh
Why.
Oh my goodness! Well, I think Bob wrote one of those. He wrote some 800 songs. He belonged to BMI. He was an incredible songwriter.
Really? This says Helen Barnes.
Okay, Helen Barnes. Okay.
Yeah. And so, were you a teenager at the time?
Let's see. I think I was about 16 or 17 or something like that.
That was after the Leave It to Beaver?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was doing all this kind of stuff at the same time.
And then this picture?
Oh, my goodness.
And what are you doing there? Dreaming of the future?
Well, that was just one of the 8x10s that we all had to have, you know.
Was that from a special movie?
No,
or
it wasn't.
That was just a publicity photo?
Was that Amos Carr or Franklin? I forget the name.
It doesn't say. But...
Okay. It was just one of the 8x10s.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Thank you. Oh.
Pamela, like I said, I love Mary Ellen Rogers, but I fell in love with Pamela Baird a few years ago, and I'll tell you where. It was in Marshfield, Missouri, where we're at right now.
Oh.
Whenever they were giving you the honor of the Walkway of Stars.
Oh, that's right.
And your son got up and paid tribute to you.
Oh, yeah.
And your son's name is
Daniel.
Daniel spoke about you and your life, and it touched me so much. I thought every parent should be so blessed that their child thinks that much of them.
Oh, so grateful. I give God the glory, because he teaches us as we go along, in life. And life hasn't always been rosy. It's been hard. We lost our firstborn in a plane crash. And our second son is physically challenged. But I'm telling you, Robert used to get up and sing in front of, Bob would sing a song, and then little Robert, and then Bob would introduce me to sing and testify, stuff like that. Wow. And so it hasn't always been easy. There have been challenges and pain and struggles, but boy, God has always been faithful.
And your daughter Lizzie?
Yes.
She pals around with you these days.
Oh, she surely does. She's an amazing young lady.
She's a great gal.
She is.
You have shared your faith and testimony around the country. Mm-hmm. For those who didn't over the last few decades get to see you in person, what would you like to tell them who are tuned in right now?
Oh, wow. That's easy in one way. It's been our Heavenly Father and His Son Jesus Christ that has carried me through and kept me on the right path. Because my dad said, now there'll be lots of challenges. And when you work, and I work with some of the most awesome people, big stars, you have to know who you are. And you just be who you are and let God just carry you through. And He really did. And I'd like to say that the Beaver show was the only set where no one was allowed to swear, curse, or say bad things or do bad things. They were off the set immediately.
Really?
Yeah. So it was a very clean atmosphere. And so isn't that neat?
It was not only a clean show to watch, but behind the scenes
you
as
bet.
well.
That's right. And that was not like all the others, I could say.
When you get to see Jerry this weekend,
yes.
What goes through your mind all those years?
Just so many memories. And he's just such a trooper. He's such a fine man. And his wife, Teresa, they're really awesome people. And I'm looking forward to seeing them.
One last thing. When you look back at your life, how did it turn out?
Well, I guess I'm a widow now, and that's a hard one. I didn't know that it would be that hard. But you know what? Through it all, God's just carried me through and kept me, I believe, I hope, on the right track. Because Dad said there's gonna be a lot of temptations and challenges, and there were. But you just have to be willing to say no. And so that's what I did. I said, no, I'm a Christian. I don't do that.
Pamela, thank you so much. You're a joy.
Oh,
You're a joy.
Thank you for having me.
Guess what, friends? Me and Mary Ellen Rogers, we're going to the dance right now. I've got an orchid waiting for you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you better have an orchid.
What a joy. Pamela Baird. Pamela, thank you for your time.
You bet, Scott. Yeah, absolutely.